Good morning! Happy Monday! Welcome back to another episode, a day in the life here in my print shop. Today we're starting out with some inventory. Let's go do it. Over the weekend I got a non-printed parts kits order for the rockets, and unfortunately I have 0 in stock. So that's how we're starting the morning here at the shop. We're making some inventory. Let's get everything set up. I'll probably make 12 or 15 of these. I like to get quite a few of them done in one batch. That way, whenever an order comes in, I don't have to stop and make more. I just have them already done and ready to go. I can grab them off the shelves, throw them in a box, and ship them out. Okay, so I'll be able to make as many of these Prop 65 warnings as I have. I'll need to print more of these, but I don't have a paper printer here at the shop. Open up a bunch of bags to start. All right, last Prop 65 warning slip that I have here at the shop. So I think I was able to make 9. But that's okay, not quite the 12 to 15 I was hoping for, but I'll just print some papers and make more some other day. Okay, that was quick and easy and awesome. And my business partner Ted, the guy who created this, designed it, owns it. We have a festival coming up. He's gotten a spot at an MIT science festival in a couple weeks, and he has asked me to send him a bunch of parts, and so I also need to get those prepared and packaged and shipped to him. So I'm going to lay out what I need, and then we'll need to make more cores. We'll need to get the printer running with more of these parts here in a sec. But for now, I'm going to clean up, get these parts packaged and shipped to him, package up the non-printed parts kits that actually needs to be shipped out, and then we'll be ready to move on. 20 of those. 10. And then I'll do 10 more, 20 of each. Okay, time to package. So only one order today. I got a couple nameplate orders over the weekend and a couple digital nameplate orders, but I didn't have time to print them. I was out of town all weekend, so that'll be something I take care of this afternoon. Perfect. I finished all of the packaging, shipping, whatever I needed to do here. Next, I need to go run some printers, so let's head to the printer room. All right, so I need to print some more of those white cores that you just saw me packaging with the rocket parts. And we print that with Ziltex white PETG. And so this is a good opportunity to use a new filament dryer for the AMS. But instead of using the Sunlu one, Eibos actually sent me their version. And so before we get the printers running, let's go back in there and unbox their filament dryer and see what that is all about. So I've had this for a little while, but I haven't had a good opportunity to get it out of the box and set it up and run it, because I mostly print with PLA, and I haven't had anything that really needed to dry while printing. But if you saw my Sunlu filament dryer video, you saw how well it worked with old PETG spools. And it's very humid here at the shop, so if I'm printing PETG, I would like for it to be in a filament dryer AMS type contraption. So I do have the AMS 2 Pro. I think that does do filament drying. I have the Sunlu set up, but Eibos sent me their filament dryer, and I need to get it out and get it working so that I can compare it to all of these other ones that I have. Okay, let's open this up. Ooh, that looks so nice. Look at this box. It's like matte black. It's got their logo like etched into it. That looks so clean. And I have the Eibos Polyphemus. They're like actual standalone dryer, and it's my favorite dryer. I love it so much, so I believe that this is probably going to be a really good product too. They create some really good stuff. All right, let's open this up. It's called the Eibos Tetras, and it looks pretty cool. Take out the packaging first. It says not to just pick up the machine, to take out the packaging first, get some room, and then take it out with your hands like that. So on the top, we've got a bunch of little parts. And then the main house thing, I guess. And then some acrylic pieces here, I think. And that appears to be all that is in the box. So a bit more involved here than the Sunloo dryer was, but hopefully it goes together relatively easy. So step one is to take the top off of my AMS. So I need to go get an AMS. I'll be right back. Okay, AMS has been acquired. And the cool thing about this is I have one AMS that has the Sunloo dryer on it. I have the AMS 2 Pro, which is on my H2S. And now I'll have this Eibos on this AMS. And that's all of the Bamboo AMS printers that I have here at the shop. So that means all of them will have drying capabilities, and that's pretty awesome. So to get to it, I gotta go in from the bottom. And they sent this really cool screwdriver. It's got a long spout thing. I don't know if that's called a spout, but that's what I'm gonna call it. Shaft, that's probably what it's called. One more screw. All 4 screws are off. Okay, and I don't know if I need these pieces, but I did on the Sunloo, so I'm gonna leave them there just in case. Okay, now I take the main housing box here. Does not appear that I need that part, maybe? Nope, they have their own piece here, so I do not need those hinges. It's on there. Okay, we're just gonna flip the whole thing upside down. And then we put the screws back in. So now that is done, and these square pieces apparently are like little feet. And things are gonna go underneath this, I guess. So this is the support frame, apparently. They give you 2 kinds of screws. You have M3 H12 and you have M3 H8. And this one is specifically for the 8s. Next, I need to use all of the cables, I believe. Okay, something hidden that I didn't know existed. These might be the cables that I'm searching for. They are. Cables, they say heater and screen on them. Okay, and so I need this one to go in here, and they plug in back here in the back. The screen piece flips up like this and attaches here, and all of these cords get plugged in. Okay, screen is on, and now I just need to plug in all of those, or screw them in. And there's 3 dots, okay, so there's 3 screws. This piece goes here. That's on. Plug in these pieces. And then all of these also get plugged in here in the back. I think all the cords are now plugged in, besides the general power cord. Okay, the bottom is done, I think. Now let's flip it over and see what the inside looks like. Okay, and open it up. It's these clear acrylic front A, B, C. Apparently I have 2 Bs. One of them has to be a D. Oh no, there's 2 Bs. Okay, Bs go in the middle. Oh yeah, okay, it's just covering up this front gap here. Slides down. Okay, it gets quicker the more times you do it. I'll get a close-up here to show you guys what I'm doing in case you go through the same thing, because the picture, it does tell you what to do, but not as clearly as I would like. And maybe there's a video guide that I just didn't scan a QR code for or something. Little notches inside. And this black piece has notches. And so I just slide the notches into place. And now it's this little device. This just slides over the feeder, and you can kind of feel when it slides down in there into the correct spot. Slide over this, and these acrylic large pieces goes like this. This one is A. Okay, one more. Now these pieces. We did it. We got it hooked up, or we got it built, I guess. Now let's go put it on top of the printer and actually get this thing running. Let's get all this hooked back up. Okay, so it is lighting up, that's cool. And I guess you turn on each individual slot as you need it. Go ahead and update the printers. And I need to get the filament. Okay, firmware is updated. Let's see about getting these dryers on. Turn that on. Let's change it to PET G. It automatically sets the temperature and the time. Okay, it appears that it's going. Now I just gotta run a print. Pretty cool. I like that it can run or dry one spot. I don't have to worry about all of the spots. And if you have different types of filaments in each of them, you could run at different temperatures. Pretty cool. But I don't know why you would have different types of filaments other than like PLA and support for PLA or whatever. I don't know. Pretty cool so far. Let's get this print run. Things are moving pretty slow. Print. Send. Okay. Sending the print to the printer. And I have one more thing that I need to take care of here this morning. So in the last video, I got the Qidi Q2 unboxed and set up, and I had some issues getting the Qidi box connected to the printer. But I emailed Qidi, let them know what was going on. They sent me a new firmware, and I think I have everything set up and ready to actually test out. Fingers crossed. The box is connected, it's showing that the box exists, and it's time, I think, hopefully, to run a test print and see if I can get something multicolor to happen. First, I need to get the white unloaded. So let's unload, and then while that's rocking and rolling, I'll see if I can find something fun. So I know some other stuff has been released since I've checked. Let's head over and see. I think maybe 3D Gob has some fun stuff that I haven't printed yet. Ooh, some cute little bats. We're gonna make some bats by 3D Gob. I think I have some fun filaments that I can use for this. Even if it doesn't look like a real bat, that's kind of what makes this fun. You can pick whatever colors you want. All right, unloading. Okay, it's coming out. All right, the white has been removed. Flexi bats. Let's see what fun colors we can come up with for this one. So these are the bats that I'm gonna go with. And I think I'm gonna make them slightly larger, maybe. Okay, we're gonna slice it and we're gonna load up some colors, I guess. I know I need black and white, so we'll get those up there first. I'll probably go with this bamboo hot pink, maybe this fun PLA basic color change. So we're gonna have blue bats with pink accents. I think that'll look pretty good. Maybe a bit crazy, but I like crazy. Whoa, it barely makes it under the ceiling. It's not wanting to take that right now. Okay, it's not wanting to take any of these. Lost communication. As soon as I put something in there, I lost communication. So we'll turn it off, turn it back on. Let's see. Let's try it one more time. It's feeding. Okay, let's see if we can take the pink. There we go. We're 2 for 2. We are loading filament. Okay, and I did go into the settings and try to turn off all of this back and forth. That takes a very, very long time, but it doesn't seem to understand that I turned that off. It's just gonna do that no matter what, I guess, but that's okay. All right, let's try the black now. All right, we're loading another one. We have one more color to go. Last color. Okay, colors are loaded. Now let's see if we can actually get it to connect. Please reload 1D. All right, so it's having a hard time loading this white. Okay, we're gonna try it one more time. If I do not get anything successful happening this time, I'm gonna make sure it is a clean cut filament. It has not been loaded in any other printers. Try it one more time. Okay. And it's not the cardboard spool. It's not, because the spool runs freely. It's whatever is happening in the machine. And this is like 300 color changes, so I can't really expect this to just work, I guess. I really don't even want to risk this because it's gonna stop overnight and I'm gonna have to fix it, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Fix my colors on here, confirm. Let me check my network. It's connected. Okay, I still can't get my printer to show up on the network using their link system or whatever. So I'm gonna try. Okay, I got it to connect. I had to go through, so there's two different options. You have link and you have local, and I had to go through local and I had to type in the IP address, and now it is actually showing the printer, and hopefully I will be able to actually send it. So let's go back over here and preview what we're sending. Print the plate. And I really don't feel confident about that white 4th slot, but it is what it is. If it fails, it's good content. If it passes, it's still good content. Okay, hopefully, please send. It says it's waiting for the printer's response. Yes. It's working, it's doing something. Okay, all right, so before I even left the room, it's already gotten an extruder loading failure, and it was not even the white slot that we had trouble with before. It was this first blue spot. I don't really know. I'm gonna give it one more chance. I think I've said that 4 times so far, but I really do wanna give it a good shot. I don't wanna give up on it, but so far, things aren't looking good for the Qidi. Okay, I guess it's leveling. It told me it could not feed the filament. I thought it was gonna reload filament. It didn't do that yet. It's still got a red dot in slot 1, meaning it is messed up, I guess. But I'll let it continue through this process and then update you guys before I go home on the status of this first print. Still says it can't load the filament. It's just spinning underneath there and it's not grabbing anything. Like, nothing is happening. I'm calling it. Cutting this one off. I don't think I'm gonna get a successful print today on this machine. Stopping the print. That's pretty unfortunate. All right, so it stinks I wasn't able to get the Qidi running like I hoped. The Qidi box just doesn't feel ready yet, I guess. It's 2 times I've worked on it trying to get it running, and it's been 2 separate errors. Having to jump through specific hoops to get the correct firmware, and then it should just work with filaments. They didn't send me any of their Qidi filaments other than the tiny little test roll, and so you're kind of forced to use other filaments. It wouldn't load the bamboo when it was time to actually run, and it wouldn't load the overture regardless of the type of spool. It's the gears on the inside that feel like it's giving me issues. So the Qidi didn't work out for me. I'll keep tinkering with it if I have a spare moment, but something that's important to me with running a business or a print farm or basically 3D printers in general these days is you want something that just works out of the box. You want it to be easy. You want to be able to set it up, hit print, send your files, load your filaments, and it just work. I don't have time to sit and tinker and force the printer to work when it doesn't really want to work. So for now, Qidi, not my favorite. Probably would not recommend buying it to a beginner, especially if you're someone who likes to tinker and likes to figure out how things work, how to make things work. Sure, maybe the Qidi is for you, but for now, the Qidi Q2 and the Qidi box will not be running super frequently in my shop. And that stinks. That's kind of the end of where this video is gonna end. We got a good amount done. We got some inventory done. We got those things packaged up. The new Eibos dryer's in there working phenomenally. That was fun to put together. If you enjoy putting things together and building them and bringing them to life, I recommend the Eibos dryer. If you like something that doesn't have as much involved and you just kind of sit it on there and screw it in, maybe the Sunloo would be the route for you. But we'll see over time which one holds up, which one ends up drying better. I have lots of tests that still need to be run with those. Today, all we did is build it, set it up, and get it running, which is a good first step. But that's all we got done here at the shop today. I'm gonna go home, start editing this video, draw some nameplates, and who knows what else. But it's been a fun morning at the shop. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you to my Patreon members. You guys are awesome. I could literally do none of this without you guys. That's all for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.